Good morning. It's 5:49 a.m. I'm up here in the Racine, Wisconsin area, and I'm headed down to Nashville today. Heading home. Yeah, and our first stop here will be a EV Go station south of downtown a little bit, and then we're going to head over through Gary, Indiana, down through Lafayette, and I'll show you that as we go. The first part is to get here. It's 82 miles away. We've got 211 miles of range and 66%. I think we're good to go. So let's hit it. And there's no trip possible without a Scottish breakfast in the morning. Just heading south here on Interstate 94. It's kind of overcast today, but it's okay. I'm not complaining. I'm heading home. It's, according to the nav, it's 69 miles to the EV Go. We're going to try the EV Go this morning. I looked at stats. It looks available, hopefully. So I'm leaving early. Trying to get a charge and getting the heck out of Chicago. Next stop will be Lafayette, Indiana. We're going to try a different route. We're going to go through Gary, Indiana, south on 65, all the way down into Bowling Green, Kentucky, and into Nashville. That's a different way, but it appears to be just a little shorter than to go the normal way through Effingham and Mount Pleasant and down through Paducah. So it should be interesting. All of a sudden, the auto steer comes on, says, "It doesn't work on this part of the road, take over." Well, it's the same road. Come on, man, what the heck? We are just transitioning now to 294.
Keep right to take Interstate 294 south toll toward Indiana.
Yeah, we're going to go to the west of the city now on Interstate.
Continue for 23 miles.
294. 38 miles now to our destination, the EV Go system, or thing here. Yeah, check the sun out. It's kind of interesting. By eye, it's a crisp, round disc. Well, I guess what you do when you get rid of a hotel or something, office building. Kind of a mess now. I was able to add the license plate of my new truck here to this, so I do believe we're good on dealing with the toll now using the license plate. So I thought they had. I did go online, find out. I believe they do a license plate thing now, so that works fine. We're getting close here now. 2.7 miles. We get off the highway.
A quarter mile. Keep right to take US 12. Keep right to take US 12, US 20 east toward 95th Street.
Wow. Jesus, lucky I got a four-wheel drive. These roads are absolutely rotten. I've been on better dirt roads. We're in the town of Oaklawn now. It's like just a little over a half mile here. It's like streets rolled up today. Uh-oh. Something looks like they're blocking off something up here. I don't know, maybe a wreck or something. Blue flashy lights, some kind. Doesn't look like they're closing it. I hope we get through.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto South Richland Avenue.
Looks like it's in this parking lot here. I think I'm going to turn here, actually. Through the it's closed off somehow. Looks like that whole intersection's closed. That's good. We'll just go through here because it's in this parking lot.
Drive south, then turn left onto Chicago Ridge Mall. Turn left onto Chicago Ridge Mall.
Yeah, so it's in the parking lot of the mall.
In 100
here.
feet, turn right.
Okay, honey. All right, it's apparently on the other side of Dick's Sporting Goods here. I'll tell you what. You know, when I travel with my Tesla, it is just so simple. Okay, well, here it is. And of course, what do we got? We've got two people occupying the high power station. Yeah, I talked to my new friend and he was nice enough to move. It's now 212 kilowatts. We'll get done here in a way bigger hurry than the 100 kilowatt on the other side. These chargers are EVgo. They're located in this mall area here. And it's, I don't know, they're Signet, but I think they're a new version of Signet, which tend to work really well. So hopefully they'll upgrade it. They do say Ultium. I don't know if GM had any kind of input on it or what, but we're getting there now. 213 kilowatts. We have a Kona here plugged into a 350, and if you look at it, it's 58 kilowatts, and at 60% it should be, I don't know, just past its peak. The problem is he occupies, out of those two 100s and this 350s, it's kind of a waste of his time. These are more expensive than the 100 kilowatt ones, so you could save a little money and charge on the hundreds. Let's have a look at some of the energy here. We're at 100 and, well, bouncing around a little bit here, 214 kilowatts now, and we're really sucking it up. 36 minutes to 90%. Now, we'll go ahead and add our next destination in. And what we're going to do here is we will use the internal navigation, okay? And I'm going to shrink this up. And there is a charger. This is north up here. All right. And we'll shrink it up a little more. There is a charger in Nashville, which is here, I believe. Yeah, it's on Thompson Road. I've been there a couple times. This one is where we want to navigate to, okay? It's Willowbrook Commons in Nashville, okay? And this should take us down Highway 65 through Indianapolis. I've never been that way, and I planned the trip on my...
Drive west, then turn right onto Chicago Ridge Mall.
That's weird. What's this? Go across the parking lot and charge? All right, well, anyway, here's the route. It is a new route. Normally I would have come down through Effingham here on 57 to pick up 55 and down through Paducah and into Nashville. You've seen a lot of my trips. I usually come from North Carolina, go up. I go up through Paducah, spend the night a lot of times in Mount Vernon, and then head westbound on Interstate 70 to Wyoming or Kansas City or wherever. This trip, however, I'm heading down to Nashville, and apparently this way around that way is just a little longer than this way. So the navigation has decided that it is better for me to go down 65 through Indianapolis, down through Louisville, I think it is, and then down through Bowling Green, Kentucky, and into Nashville. Looks like we only have 2 more charging stops after this one. So in the Rivian, just a quick one in order to set up the navigation. One of the things would be really great to know is our arrival and when to leave. In my Tesla, it's very specific. It says it's time to go. This may do it, but I've not seen it the entire trip. So there's one way that I did find how to tell to go. Okay, so you plan your trip. Okay, now we have our trip. Our current state of charge is 158. I go ahead and hit start.
Drive south, then turn left onto Chicago Ridge Mall.
Now, here's a couple things to watch for. it says I have 47 miles on arrival. That's false information. What that is 47 miles on arrival in Nashville after charging here. Yeah, it's confusing. So what I do is I'll go here and I'll look here. This will be our next charge stop in Lafayette. Now it says 47 miles. Do we believe it? But then it says charge for 43 minutes. Is that once I get to Lafayette? Maybe. Should be a little more specific. I think there's room for more text. The next place is in Clarksville. Clarksville, Indiana. It's an interesting place. It's also 47. So somehow I don't buy that, right? So that's fine. What I can do at this point is it's 120 miles, and we've got 167 in the GOM, so it's possible I'll arrive with 47. So if you add 47 to 120, it's equals our GOM range. To be on the safe side, I'm just going to charge to 200 miles of range and then hit the road. I think that would be a safe bet. We're just getting ready to leave here. We'll be charged and down the road. There's two 350s and two 100s here behind Dick's Sporting Goods, located in this part of the world, in kind of southwest-ish Chicago. As we approach 200 miles, let's see. Now, we haven't seen this increase, so I'm going to stop it. I'm going to go, and we will go back to our destination here. Let's see what the calculation is now. It's calculating the route here. Okay, it's still at 47. It's interesting because remember we added almost 20 miles over on the left side, but it's still saying 47 miles on arrival. That's suspicious to me. That's why I thought it would be a good idea to go to 200. We're at 200 now, and we're still at 47, and it has not moved. I think I'm going to let it charge a little more even. I don't like that. Let's see what this does. So this is now saying 51 plus, which is fine, 47 and so on. These are maybe a placeholder in software because we don't know the actual here. It's 120 miles to Lafayette. That's where we're going now. All right, well, I think we're good to go. It still says 47. Dumb thing. Let's see if I go back now. And we'll go navigate here now and see what it says. See, that's the inconsistency of the navigation here in the Rivian. I know it's new, I get it, but somebody should light a fire under these people. See, it even says 47 still on arrival, unless that's this 47, which is most likely. The value in software was chosen incorrectly and not the arrival up here. Come on, software people, get your act together. Let's do this. Let's just say, okay, that's where we want to go. I hate to have to try to debug the software here. This is ridiculous. Okay, start at 47. I'm going to cancel that. Well, I can't cancel it. Oh, jeez Louise. All right, retry it again. All right, we're going to start, okay?
Drive west, then make a sharp left onto Chicago Ridge Mall.
Yeah, and now it's 64 miles. Yeah, you see in software, you got to be careful what you're displaying. All right, let's get out of here, brother. Okay, I've unplugged. It's now 67 on arrival, okay? And we're Preparing battery for fast charging, 120 miles out. Come on, man. Really? I just think that somebody needs to be driving EVs that are writing the software for Rivian and not to and from work for 5
Continue
miles.
500 feet.
It's got us going across city streets here to pick up the interstate down south. This is fine. Like I said, it's not much traffic here. Yeah, we're going over a bridge here.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto West College Drive.
Say it's over the river. It's old navigation or riveted bridge.
Turn left onto West College Drive, Illinois 83.
Wow, look at this.
In a quarter mile, bear left onto 127th Street.
Yes, 2 seasons here in Chicago. One is winter and the other one is road construction season. We're on Interstate 294 to the east. And once we get down here, we're going to get on Interstate 80 and head due east. Exit 0. Yeah, next stop, Indiana. Nice road. I guess when we get into Indiana, it gets better, right? Bam. Is that better? Yeah, it's a lot better. Go Indiana. We are at a blistering pace of 7 miles an hour. I think we're getting close to the wreck. Apparently there was some kind of car wreck here. Doesn't surprise me. I'm driving along and people are going 30, 40 miles an hour or faster. Well, here's a conundrum. Looks like everybody's getting by it now. This is our turn
In a half
here.
mile, keep left to take Interstate 65 south.
Yes, dear. Getting on Interstate 65 is where it starts, I think, or at least crosses Interstate 80. Yeah, we're headed south on 65 now. All right, this is a lower pitch thump now, larger gaps in the road. Here in Indiana, let's have a look around. All right, well, I got to tell you, I'm in line. It looks like I am number 1 in line here. And 4 of them are being used. It's amazing that 4 of them actually work. So as soon as these guys are over, I'll be in line to charge up here. Yeah. All right, come on, baby, give it to me. No, come on. All right, shout out to Oscar and his Ioniq 5. All right, I've switched. This is a 350. Oscar was getting 71 kilowatts at a high state of charge of about 70. I was getting 93 on the 150. So let's hope this thing will do what it says. I don't know how you can give 73 to 1 and say it's 50. Let's have a look here. That's what I'm talking about. Awesome blossom. I've redone the nav. We're at 234 and now we're charging back in Clarksville, Indiana. It's 24 miles on arrival. That's not cool. We found 40 or 50 miles is what we want. it looks like we'll let it charge here maybe to 250 or so, and then we'll rerun it. Simply way to rerun it is you back out of the detail page. You because we're here now, you can back out here, and then you hit the destination again. Okay, it'll recalculate it and come up with current numbers based upon the guessometer of 236 there. Okay, so now this one is inaccurate because this one shows that arrival after charging here, which is stupid, but whatever. So you got to go here, and you see we're at 28 miles. So we're just going to let this charge for a little bit. We are good to go. We have a stated charge of 280, 88%. And I was out talking with Dave and his bride. A shout out to those guys in their i4. Their i4 is an awesome car, and this is a trip they've taken north in it. So congratulations, guys. Let's have a look at our navigation here now. 280 miles, and it's calculating. All right, let's have a look at the details. Look at that, 74 miles plus on arrival here, so we're good, and I think we're good to go. So let's roll out here. Southbound again on Interstate 65 here. Got 152 miles to get to the charge stop. Next, gonna go through Indianapolis. Indianapolis, I think, is around 23 miles. Just heading down south here. We're on the outskirts of Indianapolis now. Gonna be making a turn, go through town, and then head out of the town on 65. Just coming into Indianapolis proper. You can see downtown over there. We may go right through downtown, I don't know.
Continue for 2 miles.
It's like all new concrete here. It's pretty good. Finally getting out of Indianapolis, heading south here. Let's have a look around. Battery preconditioning just started 74 miles out. This is southern Indiana. It won't be too long. We'll be in Kentucky. Hey, we're getting close to charging now. Looking good. 32 miles from our next charge stop, just north of the town of Louisville, Kentucky.
In a half mile, take exit 5.
We'll do it. See if we can find a 350. It's working. Wow, there's 6 of them. All right, so there is a 150.
Drive northwest, then turn left.
And a 350. And I think I'll hold it into this one over here and do it on the backside. All right, here we are. All right, let's get hooked up. Hell yeah, I'll take it. I'm here in Clarksville, Indiana, across the river from Louisville, Kentucky. This is a 6-stall EA, and I think most of them are working. Not sure. Just got in the truck here, and I wanted to see where it was, so I continued. It says 64 miles. That's all fine and dandy. It's 173 in the GOM and 177 to drive. Dude, what the heck? You can't give me a prediction like that. Ah, dumb thing. See, the nav doesn't work right. The calculator doesn't work right. Let's try this again here now. Okay. It says range on arrival 63. Okay. 177 miles, and I've only got 177 miles. Does that seem weird to you? Does that seem logical and correct? The answer is no, it doesn't. As the battery charges, we're at 262. You can then do another search for this address, and as you do, it will recalculate its distance. See, it still wants us to charge at the Corvette Museum now for 8 minutes. You remember it didn't want us to do that at all. Why? I'm not sure. I suspect that our state of charge is still too low. We're within a few minutes of not having to stop there. So if I look at the data, we're going to arrive at the Corvette Museum there with 100+ miles of range. Once it gets over, I think 110 or 120, it will eliminate that charge stop and then go directly to our destination here. So we'll give it a little bit more time and charge up, because I don't really want to have to stop again. This is the homeward stretch leg, and I just want to get there. All right, 290 miles. Let's do one last check. We'll go here, we'll set our destination, and let's see what we get here. Come on, 53, perfect, let's go. All right, the other Rivian driver, yay. Same color, he's plugging in his car in the same charger. All right, we're gonna go get a little nitro cold brewed here, all right? All right, here we go. All right, we gotta get our nitro cold brew. All right, we are crossing the river. There we go. There's Louisville.
In a half mile, keep left to stay on Interstate 65 south.
Here's the bridge. Welcome to Kentucky. Now we got to work our way through downtown Louisville, come out the bottom here. It's an old bridge. It's all painted though. It's all riveted. It's kind of cool.
Continue for 168 miles.
Okay, we will. Anyway, here's Louisville. And here's us going through it. All right, we are clear of Louisville, 175 and 86. We have 163 miles. Dang, fix the road. 163 miles, 2 hours and 26, and 55 miles on arrival. That's perfect. Well, here we go. Another mile of screwed upness here. I can't figure it out. There's nothing blocking it. There's people dilly-dallying or something. I don't know what the story is. Hello again. Look. Yep, we're still sitting here. Must have been some kind of bad wreck. They can't seem to do anything with it or something. I don't know. I'd certainly put this thing on high and drive through there, but there's a stream down there, so I can't do that. There's a road over there, and I was paying attention. I should have taken that road and bypassed this, but that's water under the bridge. All right, let's have a look here. 7:33. I got into this mess, I think, just a little after 6. May have been a little earlier, I don't know. Haven't moved an inch. But let's talk a little bit about your car in cases like this. I've had people ask me, Wow, what if you're stranded? What if you can't move? What if? Well, this is a perfect example for that. It is 95 degrees outside, okay? And it is 72 degrees in my car. Temperature controlled and humidity controlled. So there's no humidity in the car. It's super comfortable. The arrival percentage has come down a mile or two, maybe. I'll give it 2. But I've been sitting here burning no traction energy. I've been burning a little bit of energy to run the air conditioner, and that's really it, other than maybe the electronics, the screens, the computers, that kind of stuff. I've got snacks. I've got my Dots pretzels, and for those of you who have never tried Dots pretzels, you don't know anything. I'm here to tell you. Try it with the honey mustard first. You can get them just about anywhere now. They're the best pretzels you've ever eaten. They're awesome. Anyway, I've got my Dots pretzels. One of the gals in the family gave me a whole case of Coke Zero, which is cool. I've got some barbecue flavored chips, which are actually barbecued flavored corn chips by Doritos. Can't find them everywhere, but you can find them up here. So I bought several bags of them. They're actually really, really good, and the family likes it. I've got a whole case of water in the back, in the gear tunnel. And of course, I had stopped and got my nitro brewed coffee. So I got plenty of caffeine between the Coke Zero and my coffee. I had planned on another 2 hours, being that I've been going non-stop here now for almost 8 weeks. I was kind of draggy today, so I need a little caffeine. Anyway, so there you go. I'm perfectly comfortable. Let's see, what else? Oh, yeah. Well, I got out my handy dandy spray away cleaner and cleaned the windows. It has been 2.5 to 3 hours of sitting here. We're finally moving now. Let's see what's going on. I can't imagine what would completely destroy this highway to a standstill for 3 hours. Only thing I can think of is there was an issue with the bridge. They had to stop everybody to do some bridge work on Sunday, and that's entirely possible. The left side now is suffering the same crap we ran into. So anyway, hallelujah, on the road. Yeah, these folks had the same crap we had, so I'm guessing it was a bridge closure while they did some construction, something. Best I can tell. Going through the mountains of Kentucky. Wow, look at how hazy it is. I don't think it's smoke, I just think it's moisture maybe. It is 84 degrees out right now, and it's 6:08 p.m. We're just passing Bowling Green, Kentucky. What's Bowling Green, Kentucky have? Corvettes. This is the Corvette factory at General Motors. And that's what they make here. Kind of cool. Look at the sun. It looked like this morning. You don't see these too often. You do in the Midwest. This is a Volt, one of the very first gas hybrid. It goes about 30 miles, I think, on a charge. And it's, I guess, considered a plug-in now. Made by Chevrolet. It's called the Volt with a V. Energy check, 146 and 46%. And over here we've got 54 miles to go. 50 minutes. Arrival percentage now is way up to 78 miles. Doing pretty well. Man, oh man, I've arrived here at Nashville. Yeah, and I arrived with 28% or 88 miles in the GOM. Let's have a quick look at the about. Okay. And again, Rivian, it's stupid to put the trips under about. Today was 449.2 miles all the way from Wisconsin here, but you got to add about 50 miles to that because I forgot to reset it for about that much. So it was about 500-mile day today. So far in this trip, 2,205 miles. I've got another 380 to ultimately get back to North Carolina. But all in all, it's pretty good. The Rivian, brand new, 5,794 miles. I've got my window fixed, so I'm all good. I will be in Nashville for about a week. If you followed the series up to this point, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed traveling in the Rivian and certainly trying to get somewhere using CCS charging, which is, as you saw, a challenge at best. For now, if you liked it, click the like, share my videos with your friends, and please subscribe if you haven't. Certainly, if you or somebody you know wants to buy any Tesla products, including a car, the referral link shown here at the bottom of the screen will get you points that you can use in the store. I benefit with points, and those points I use for free supercharging, which gets me more videos. How about that? Thanks for watching. I'll look for you in the next video, and take care.